Hello, my lovely audience. So this is gonna be a what if that I love. And this what if is what if Deku had the abilities of TRON. And wow, this is gonna be fun. So Deku is this is actually my take two because I got interrupted by a call and that actually completely stopped the whole entire what if, so I couldn't do it, which is quite disappointing if you ask me. So this is going to be my second take, and I'm going to be doing something fun. And this is basically what's going on. So Deku, I'm just going to skip ahead because it was really not fun redoing this because I was right in the middle of the whole action scene with the rocket getting saved. So alright, let's get to it. So Deku, he is going to he's going to be born, not made, obviously. And it's going to be a mutation quirk. I'm going to call this kind of quirk an anomaly quirk. And it's going to be first called Disc because he's got this disc on his back. And when he takes it off, I would say it's like, how do I put it? When he takes it off, it's like no one knows what it does. So everybody just keeps it away from him because they think it's like going to do something. And I would say like a lot of people are analyzing the disc, and people like all around the world have kind of just analyzed it. And I'm gonna say that there's like this one guy comes up in the world pretty quickly, and this is like around when Deku's like 5-ish, and I'm gonna say that this guy comes up to the Deku's like whole problem of what this does, and this guy has like some kind of tech quirk where you can analyze technology and stuff, and he looks at the disc, does not know what this is, and he uses his quirk. And seeing how this is a quirk, not really tech-wise, I'm going to say that it does give off something, like it gives off like, this is his life. That's what it just says, it's life. It's just his life. And he hands it to Deku, and no one really handed it to Deku because they didn't really know what it was. They thought it was like some kind of bomb thing or something. And he grabs it, and instantly it forms the green colors and everything, and everybody's just weirded out by this. And I'm going to say that Deku, he never got sick. He was always like really fit and athletic and really just perfect body. So no one really knew what was going on. Oh, and Deku, once he grabbed the disc, his this helmet came up on him, and it looked like this. This is basically what his body looked like. And I'm going to say that Deku, he is going to be extremely overpowered because this is an overpowered ability. And what happens is this. Deku, he kind of just, like, for the months, like, for most of his life, he's just training how to use this thing. And he's learning all kinds of things on how to use it through this guy that's helping him out. And I'm going to call this guy Zero because, I don't know, tech thing just makes me think zeros. I don't know. But yeah, this guy is basically going to be helping out Deku and showing him pretty much everything he can to try and help with his quirk. And I would say he's able to also, let's say Deku kind of like, he kind of got blasted away by Bakugo, and he's kind of got this, like, it was like this, I would say he, like, got launched into a bunch of bushes, and it just, like, cut his arm. And it went pretty deep, because I would say it's, like, they were near an abandoned building, so, yay. I'm gonna say there was, like, rebar, and doctors, like, pissed at, like, tried to, like, heal him up, stitch him up and all that, but they couldn't really stitch it because there was a problem. His body had this kind of like cubic, like, pixel form that it took, and people, like, they don't know how to fix that. Recovery girl had to come in, kiss him, and the fun part about that is it healed it, but then it fell off, and then, like, that healing kind of just did not work, really, so no one knew what to do, and Deku and his new friend Zero, they kind of come in checking it out, and I would say Zero kind of like figures it out because once they hold the disc upward, and it's like just up there, Deku just hits in the middle of it, just not without knowing. And this whole thing appears. And it's this whole diagram of his body, a bunch of other things like weapons, stuff like that. And Zero just taps right on where this injury is, because it's just highlighted in yellow. And it shows this whole diagram of where like this, like a DNA spiral really, and like this whole entire weird tech thing as well. It's like, it was really just crazy. And he, just out of curiosity, takes the yellow out of his DNA, pulls it out, and then just drops it instantly, just seeing it fly down. And instantly, Deku's body heals up. And people are just amazed by this. Now, because of laws and all that, and Deku being so popular, they can't really do anything about this. They can't really take it from him. They can't really do anything like that, because it would be really concerning. And also, this is like probably something that you couldn't take. I would say All For One could, but he would have a very, very hard time. Mainly because he can't take it from his body. You have to take it from his disc, because that's how his body works. And this is going to be fun. So, for the most years of his life, he's been training on how to use the disc. And how he mostly learned how to do it is, well, he's experimented with his body a lot. And he's learned that if he basically pushes the disc forward, and basically what he's doing is pushing his own stamina, like some of his stamina in it shoots out this like kind of like the chromograph. I'm taking this straight out of the Infamous game. TRON, the TRON game. And if you know that game, then you know what I'm all about. Basically, he shoots out this kind of shockwave almost. And it's pretty impressive, and he actually gets launched back. So, that was his first try. Now he actually he continues training with us, and he's able to shoot off like a ton, like almost an infinite amount, really. Well, I would say infinite. I would say that's like 40. That's what he gets up to when he's 15, and I would also say that during that time, this is basically just training. Because he's always been, like, really smart, but he's never really needed to, like, physically get himself buff. So, there's also, like, a buff setting he can get. Like, he can put in all this, make everything really strong, but then it would just use more stamina. But, yeah, other than that, he just needs to train his stamina. Or just have some stamina, really. Now, for the fun part. So, Deku, when he encounters the sludge monster thing, anyways, he basically is jumping around, throwing his disc, and I'm going to tell you this here, the disc bounce off basically everything but vehicles and living life forms, because if it's glass, it'll bounce off that, because I want to make it too. Deku can punch through the glass, and that would be alright. Now, also, Deku does know parkour and gymnastics and stuff like that. And I'm going to say that Deku, he is going to be, well, when he, jumps around this sludge monster, he kicks its ass. Like, he's throwing the disc around, he's blasting it away, and these blasts are almost like all my punches right now, because he's working it out that much. And what he ends up doing is he throws the disc, he's bouncing around. It's pretty much injured at this point. And when he finally does the final blast, it's like his 39th, All Might shows up. And I'm going to say that All Might took a little longer because he doesn't really know what was going on. Actually, I'm going to say that it was his, second or third blast. Because then, All Might would have heard it and he would have come rushing. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. So, time for the fun part. This is where All Might pretty much sees that the villain is completely taken care of, and he sees this guy. Just in, a Deku size. And he's about to fight him, but then Deku puts the disc on his back, and All Might's like, wait, what? And sees a kid. And the kid kind of, says, the villain kind of attacked me, well, this kid's obviously Deku. So Deku basically says, yeah, it attacked me, so I fought self-defense, etc. And like All Might was like actually praised the kid there. He praised Deku, saying you'd make a great hero, and gives Deku his autograph. And then after that, he kind of just jumps away with hope that he might have found the best successor ever, because when he was walking past him to collect the villain in the bottle, he bumps into him, and he feels just from the bump, because if you bump into someone and you're that big, normally the person that size will literally just lose their balance, but he didn't. He actually just shrugs it off, like someone just bumped him in school. And that kind of scares All Might, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I think I found my successor. And what ends up happening is this. So Deku, he's going to definitely be doing something awesome. And that is this. He is going to be, after that, he's going to be doing 10 months of training on his own, because All Might couldn't find him. And Deku's going to find out that he can make vehicles. And I'm going to say that he's going to give himself a parachute, because this thing is actually really cool. It's not like a parachute that we're used to. If anyone's seen Tron Legacy, then you're going to know what I'm on about. It's this wing kind of thing, like these bug wings that they kind of use to fly down from falling to get to this nightclub. If you don't know what I'm on about, just go look it up. It's really cool. And please don't sue me, Disney. This is a really cool what if. Alrighty, so for what's going to happen here is going to be awesome. For UA, it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to keep this one as a kind of a surprise, but you're going to still hear about it in this video. So hey, I'm just going to say Deku has learned pretty much every vehicle. So yeah. So let's get to the fun part. So Deku, he is going to be, he's going to be acing the Rin exam. And does he meet Araka? I would say he does, because I'd say he gets so caught up in it. And by the way, Deku was never bullied really, so he's able to get past all that, so it's really easy. So yeah, Bakugo would not bully him, because I think he would see it as a very strong quirk, because he could always get back up. But I would think he would really, in the beginning he bullied him, but having this disc that was cutting through almost everything was kind of terrifying for a lot of people, because he would see it as a villainous quirk. And I think Deku being this really smart kid and having a tutor that can help him out will learn how to control it and just kind of be really strong. And even then he was really a strong kid, so he could just kick Bakugo's ass with just pure strength and endurance. So after learning he could heal, he kind of just juggernaut attacks from Bakugo and just kind of beat down on him. So fun. Now as for what's going to happen, here is this. On the written exam, he gets first place. On the practical exam, he's going to get first place because of one reason. He is going to go ahead, and when it starts, he's going to make a fucking tank. And he is going to shoot those 0-pointers down. He shoots about every single one of them down, so there is no really, I'd say there is going to be still some saving for Araka, because the buildings would be crumbling, I think, because of somebody's quirk, maybe. Because of the tank and all that. You know what, better yet, I'm going to say he leaves one, because he thinks it would be not much of a problem. And everybody's really amazed, all of the teachers up there are just looking at this what is going on, and where did that tank come from? And then they see it disappear, and there's Deku with his disc out, and he's looking like that. And what ends up happening here is this. Deku, he quickly, now he knows how to use the Tron motorcycle, turn off the light thing so he can, that doesn't kill people. So what he's going to do here is actually pretty fun. He's going to, he's going to kick some robot ass. He's going to be beating down on a lot of the robots, and he's going to finally do something awesome. And what would that awesome thing be? Well, he is going to, break some of them, I would say. And God, is it loud out there? I'm gonna go in the other room because it's so loud out there, I can't think. Anyways, he's going to go ahead and break some robots using his disc. He's gonna be jumping around using the disc and blasting them away. Now, he's pretty exhausted after this, and oh my God, it's worse out here. Screw it, I'm going to the bathroom. There we go. Problem of being in London and being near the Thames. So, here's where the fun part happens. So, Deku, being the most overpowered kid at this point, they kind of like, everybody's like watching this, they're like, wow, he's cutting through all the robots, this is impressive. Now, the robots are basically vehicles, they're like mechs almost, so I'm allowing this, so shush. And he's also kicking them, he's doing drop kicks on them, and it's really cool. Now it comes for Araka, because he's going to see that Araka's about to get crushed. And what he does is this, he quickly goes into the motorcycle, and everybody sees this motorcycle just appear out of nowhere, and they just see him zoom by, and then he uncreates it, and I would say he grabs Araka and pulls her out of there, and I would say he just runs and throws her out of the way, and he barely makes it, just having the robot step on him and just crush off both of his legs. And then I would say like people kind of just have to stop it because someone just lost all their legs. And I'm gonna say Recovery Girl kind of like comes out and she sees the pixels and she's like, oh, I know who this is. And she sees Deku pull out his disc, and people are all gathering around, like they're wondering if he's okay, and he hits like the legs, and he pulls out one thing from the DNA thing, throws it away, and then one whole leg just regenerates. And then he goes to the other leg, pulls it out, and then another whole leg regenerates. And then he closes pretty much out of that and then just puts the disc on his back. And after that, people are just like, what did I just witness? And Recovered Girl explains to them who he is, and every hero, they're all like, what? And so for basically stopping it early, they're going to give everyone plus 10 points that, had to stop what they were doing. And yeah, so mostly some new people make it, but they're in like lower classes, so yeah. But Deku, he actually got the most points in all. Actually the most in UA. Because he's been jumping around, he's also been kind of saving people by accident, and also saved Rocket. Now he makes it obviously in class 1A. And he kind of nails this. He is awesome. He's breathtaking. Also, here's the thing. I'm going to basically stop it where obviously Deku got accepted. So, yeah, when he comes into class, everybody's like looking at him. And I'm going to stop it there. And also, Rocket does thank him, so that pretty much everybody comes over and asks him what his quirk is. And he explains his quirk is called Tech, so. But yeah, actually, I'm going to say that they named his quirk TRON, because one of the co-workers played a game that's like similar to TRON. And there's also the movie of TRONs in this world, so I don't know. I like it. Anyway, so yeah. I'm going to say a few things, and that is it. So, reason why I chose this what if was because of something very simple. I grew up loving this game, TRON, the PS3 version. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That game was awesome. And I wish they did like a remastered version of it on PlayStation 4. So that way people can enjoy it even like in this generation, this new generation that's coming up and everything. I just want people to enjoy it like that. It's such a great game. Just like make it the multiplayer's there. I love the game. It was amazing entirely. I played the shit out of it. Anyway, alright, so have a good day, a good night, and goodbye. Peace out.